She had grey-green skin, a doll with a pin. I told her she was alright, but I couldn't come in. Looks like a Sears poncho to me. Yeah, I think everything's working. I had a bit of a... Anyway, it's getting on for... well, it's tea time. I've just actually cooked my meal, but I'm going to wait for it to cool down a bit before I eat it. And I thought, take time to do this. I may pause in the middle and eat it and then come back. Who knows? So I've had quite a good day, it being a Saturday. A very good friend whose parents came round to see what I was doing. And I wish I could show you what I was doing, but there you go. And now they're both in the 70s, but very fit and able. And of course, they noticed my it's not a sticker, it's not really a poster. It's a sign, I suppose, in the back of my car. And we'd just been talking about, well, the pharmaceutical industry and cancer cures and all that. So they were kind of primed for this conversation, of course, and both very interested. They didn't just dismiss it. I suppose I do have some credibility with them. I've done quite a bit of building work for them, and they know I'm not an idiot. So there you go. So and straight away, I'll just call her the lady of the couple, said, "Well, I've never thought they'd gone to the moon." I said, "I love you." That's the first step, in my opinion, to taking this on board. So I've given them before a memory stick with some footage of some stuff I'd done before. Anyway, that included their son, who's a very good friend of mine for forever, and so it was very interesting to them. So I'll do the same, and I said I would do the same for them. I will gather some information, and I've got lots and lots because I download from YouTube. So, but of course, now the decision is what to show them, and you've got to sum up the personalities of the people who will be watching this. And luckily, I know them quite well. And so I'll just have a troll through what I've got, and then give them some. And the gentleman of the couple was an engineer, so there's a good start as well. A practical thinking man, and his wife who never thought they went to the moon. So there you go. I can't chalk them up, of course, but it's progress. And no matter how small you know your actions are, if they're in the right direction, it's all progress. And sometimes you have to take 3 steps back to go 1 forward. I know that, of course, but as long as you still are aiming forward, and eventually you will get there. So I'm getting fairly peckish in the if I told you what I had in my pan there, I wonder if you'd believe me, or you would fancy eating it. I'll tell you. There's a sweet potato, all chopped up, skinned of course, chopped up into small pieces, 2 carrots, some ginger and garlic, about 3 cloves of garlic, and if you can measure ginger with size of garlic cloves, maybe 2 cloves of ginger, and oh yes, spring greens, even at this time of year, but you know, like very green leafy cabbage, and that's it, people. And of course, I know you're not interested in what I eat, and you shouldn't be really, But if you did, you could have a body like mine. No, you don't want one like mine, I'm telling you. Anyway, I'm going to pause it now and maybe even stop it and splice another piece together. So here I'm back, and it's now 7:30. Whew, I had to think about that. 24-hour clock, you see. You'd have thought I would have got used to it by now. And I've just been, I've had my tea. I've just been outside. My cat likes to run around in the dusk, and I like to play with my cat. I know Merle does as well, and I like that. You think you can only play with dogs? You're wrong. I think cats are great fun to play with. Anyway, that's the fun over. And now to the serious stuff. Because this is a serious subject, very serious, and a lot of people don't really approach it with that kind of attitude, and that's fair enough. Everybody does what they do. But this kind of realization at first is a massive thing to take on. And there is a chap who's, well, he's going on an expedition apparently, and when I eventually found Dell's hangout on, must have been yesterday, Friday, from last Saturday night, the one with all the dickheads muting everybody, fucking hell. But Dell, of course, soldiered on and did a terrific job, as always. I also saw this chap who was going to the edge. Now, I think that's ridiculous to say that. He is apparently a flat earther, and he is leading an expedition, or it might just be one of the people, I don't know. But he is going on an expedition to find the edge. Yeah, and I didn't like that term. What edge? Are you going to fall off the edge? Are you going to have climbing gear and people are going to lower you off the edge? Is that how it works? Is the edge from U2? Is that what you're going to find him? Just going to Ireland or wherever he lives? Probably in America. I don't know. Don't like U2. Sorry if you do, but what was I? Oh yes, this chap. And on this channel, was it somebody Pettit? I don't really know her. I don't follow that sort of thing. I think they make things up. You know, this will be entertaining, and it's all bullshit. Anyway, sorry if you do like them, but I don't. Anyway, he was interviewed by her, and he was saying that he was among
Candygram from Mongo.
No, he wasn't among. He was saying that he was part of a 50 strong group of people who were going to find the edge, something like that. And he's a flat earther, but a lot of the people aren't. They still believe in the spinning ball. So I would take an awful lot of toilet rolls with your toilet paper. That's probably a good idea. And they are going south. Now I think I would go north first if I lived here. Anyway, if I lived in Australia, I would probably go south, But it seems like a hell of a long way to go to find the edge. So he's a professor. He's probably university funded. Now all my alarm bells start ringing when I heard this. I thought, is this a last ditch attempt by the establishment to try and derail the people who are waking up to this, the truth, in other words. And if he comes back with proof that we're not living on a spinning ball, then what happens then? You know, are his superiors going to say, "Oh yes, well it must be flat then. We'll have to good work, sir. Yes, we'll have to start lecturing on this, won't we?" It won't be as simple as that. I don't think. I can't see it happening. I just can't see it happening. I think this is some kind of ploy to try and stop this, to try and nip it in the bud. Too late, too late. The bud has bloomed into, well, a great many leaves or flowers or shoots, and it's too late. I don't like to use that word, cat's out of the bag, but it's true. He seems to be very confident, too confident. He's never been to the Antarctic. He's probably never been to the Arctic Circle. He could have built a snowman. He may have done that, but he'd probably be wearing gloves. Now, I don't know just how. I mean, what a time of year to go as well. This is now their spring. Now, in spring here, where I live anyway, where I live in the UK, spring is the coldest time because the heat that the Earth retains from the summer sun has long since diminished, and it's gone. We call that the starvation period. You know, March, April is really, it can be very severely cold. It could be different down there. I don't know. Or across there, should I say? Bloody hell. But I think I would have chosen November, perhaps. If it's only going to take, like he says, it's going to take 5 or 6 days. So why go now when the weather conditions will be more severe? Anyway, all we can do is bite our lips or bite something. Don't bite your pillow. Don't do that. Well, tenterhooks. That's what we'll have to apply and see what he comes up with, or they come up with. I can't wait. Just don't be fooled by anyone. I'm very suspicious, very cautious of this, but hey, let's have a look. I may be over sensitive to all this, the bullshit that goes along with this. But let's see. Anyway, me ranting on, or not ranting, but talking about it even, won't change anything. I understand that, but it's interesting. And I must go now because I'm gonna get absolutely blasted. Goodbye.